matchups in the history of college football have had games, and more specifically, endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words. Emotions, frustrations stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Tosses to 30. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Try to get it to the edge. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse? There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Rides to back and leaves him. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill. He's going to...
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the 2-point try. Makes the catch. He is stopped short. The 2-point conversion, no good, and they cannot take the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
And he's knocked down. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with 2 boys.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Still running at the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finds a little space. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. A design run for the quarterback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk about Alabama. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's good.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Going for it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. going right to work up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to take off. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback may change this route. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum, not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw. Touchdown tie! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One more snap coming before halftime.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
On the double. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Go. Get set. Get set.
Might be changing the route. They want to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
With the catch, it's Washington. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little match. He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that moment.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Under fire. Across the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Tigers want to move quickly.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Caught close to the marker. It's Coleman. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Touchdown Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking deep. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years.
He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Final play of the quarter coming. 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Splits the uprights. Good. That slices the lead to 2. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get backs to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
To the air. It's Mack. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge 4th down play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try it over the left side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. With jet sweep pass. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They took it right down to the wire, final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go